And if you could repeat the question, please.
Question was for the imam, and you all have here a mic right there on your table. Can you tell us a little bit about your mosque, the community there, maybe how large it is, how long it's been there, what goes on there, what's the community like, and it was also like, what's it like for men and women?
I think that's an excellent question. Excuse me. As you know, we initially came from the Nation of Islam, as Imam said, July 4th, 1930. Man appeared in the black bottom of Detroit City, silk salesman, and he told us that we were from the lost tribe of Shabazz. And from that we moved on to, under the leadership of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Of course, the gentleman I was talking about is the silk salesman. His name was Master Farad Muhammad, W.D. Farad, whom we identified as God in person, who came to a suffering people to bring them out of the slavery and ignorant conditions that the system itself had brought us to and put us in. So when he came and told us that we were gods, and the way you were being treated bad by the Caucasian race, which was known as devils under the Nation of Islam. We went with that until Imam W.D. Muhammad changed his father's teachings. He said, how can a man be God? You know, when we're calling him professor, isn't professor under God's name? So how could he be God? So he had problems with that. Now, our temple, as I said, started as temple number 44. It was the 44th temple in the United States of America. Number 1 was Detroit, Michigan. Number 2 was Chicago. Number 3 was Milwaukee. Number 4 was Milwaukee. I got some data on that, but it's too long to go through. But yes, we're a community that strives to follow the dictates now of the Holy Quran. God says to us, I have made you nations and tribes, not that you despise each other, that you become to know each other. So we practice what our prophet, prayers and peace be upon him, has taught us. There's no indication that I know of any superiority complex of the men over the women. Our prophet made it very clear when he said, or he was asked, who should you revere the most by a person? And he said, thy mother. The gentleman asked again, well then who? He said, thy mother. The guy asked again, well who? He said, thy mother. He said, well who else? He said, then thy father. So we have wisdom to show that we must reverence the wombs that bore us. There's reverence for the woman in our Islam. Now those who are taking the women and keeping them back in the dark ages, not letting them be educated and not letting them become women that God made. So in our masjid, or we've changed the name since then, again, to Taqwa Community Learning Center. Our president of the organization is a lady, Sister Jonette Smart. She's also the president of the NAACP in Trenton. So I call her the two-time president of all the worlds. So yes, we're thrilled about what we're doing. We're trying to stay focused. We're trying to, I have a quote here. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. That's with God's name, the merciful benefactor, the merciful redeemer. By the token of time, through the ages, verily man is in loss, except such as have faith and do righteous deeds, and join together in the mutual teachings of truth and of patience and constancy. That's what we say.
Other questions? Go ahead.
Again for the imam, I'm sorry. How diverse is your mosque?
The question was, how diverse is your
Because
mosque?
I feel like here we are trying to unite, we're trying to be interfaithful, white, black, whatever, but I find even within our mosque, there's so much segregation, so I want to know how diverse is it as far as.
Well, we're very diverse. We have brothers, not so much the sisters, because our prophet has taught us, praise and peace be upon him, that the woman is not obligated, as you know, to get the Jumu'ah prayer. But the men are. We have people from Africa, we have people from Egypt, we have people from Pakistan, we have people from India. So we're a close-knit community. Now, one time when we were the nation, no other race could get in, but African Americans. And that was done to teach us what respect is and human dignity, first of all, in the African American community. Then after being taught these things, that we could reach out to the outer community and accept others in. So as you know, Minister Farrakhan is about the best of those who still carry on the Nation of Islam. But as of 1975, Imam Wahiduddin Muhammad, as the Imam had mentioned, we had lessons. Matter of fact, I had brought some books, but I didn't know they might have been too deep. One was Message to the Black Man. The other one was The Fall of America. The other one was How to Eat to Live. The other one was Our Savior Has Arrived. So when you read this book, The Fall of America, and you see what's going on right now in America, God has told us through history that those who left off his teachings, left off faith, went into an immorality, those who cheated the weak, the sick, they would perish. So we're praying that God gives us a chance to stand up and be moral, convicted human beings and don't see color. Because our prophet, praise and peace be upon him, he said there's no superiority over the black, over the white, or the white over the black, over the Arab or the non-Arab. So in our community, we try to be diverse. Now, don't get it mixed up, ladies and gentlemen. There is racism in Islam. Now, don't get up. Let's not play with this thing. You know, me as an African American, I've experienced being with another person from another country. They don't even want to touch you because they've been told by American society that these low-class people that we have destroyed, they're not worth praying with. They're not worth helping. But I'm a witness as one who came out of the streets that if it wasn't for Al-Islam, I might be wearing a wooden overcoat. Y'all know what a wooden overcoat is, right? So I say to you, sister, that we are very diverse. We're moving on, and God has blessed us.
Friends, go ahead.
No,
Oh.
come on up.
Was there another question? We want to be respectful of folks' time here this evening, and also I want to give my fellow board member Ziad Ahmed, who is, to my mind, one of my favorite synthetic thinkers, an opportunity to take us to the now what portion of our evening, because I know that you all now have that feeling, now what? So let's talk a little bit about that together. Thank you.
So I just want to start off by saying thank you so much to all our panelists for contributing to this discussion and offering so much insight to all of us, including myself, here tonight. I really appreciate you taking up the time and being here. And then to all of you, I'm overwhelmed by how many of you showed up tonight, and it really warms my heart on a day that isn't always easy, and in a time where it isn't always easy to feel that your heart's warm. So to give you some context, I'm a high school senior at Princeton Day School in the area, born and raised in Princeton, New Jersey. And I'm 18 years old, and I'm on the executive board of Not in Our Town, as well as on the teen advisory board of the Princeton Public Library. So I'm really excited to see these two organizations working together tonight, and in many avenues to make this type of programming possible. And I'm really pleased to be able to give this closing tonight and to be with you all. So when I think about where we go from here, right, as an American Muslim student in America right now, as an 18-year-old, I've seen from so many people what it looks like, right, to be discriminated in America, to be discriminated against in America right now. To be Muslim in America, right, and to go to school every day is to go to school knowing and ready to be on the defense constantly, right? And what I say is, it is so hard for us to flourish as a community, because how can a team score when they're always on the defense and can never be on offense? How can we achieve in school, right, and go to school every day and get high marks on our test and perform day in and day out, if every night we come home and we're told we're not human, we don't belong? Right? How can we be effective citizens, global citizens, when people are inherently trying to deny us to our basic rights as citizens? Today we saw that Khizr Khan travel privileges are under review. Right now, we are basically seeing that Muslims are becoming second-class citizens in an America that has made black folks, LGBT folks, and so many marginalized communities second-class citizens for so long. But you all tonight here are here to say that isn't right? That isn't okay. But what I say to you is, when we go from here, right now I'm just preaching to the choir. We're not going anywhere from here. We're sitting around with a bunch of people who think the same, who voted the same. I hate to generalize, but from the sounds of things, that's the way it sounds, right? I like to call things what they are. And right now, right, we're preaching to the choir. So where do we go from here? When I think about that, it's hard. Because how do we reach the people that we don't know? How do we reach the people that won't listen? Right? And how do we reach the people who are too uncomfortable by the thought of the conversation to even begin? And it's a question that all activists, all effective citizens have to grapple with day in and day out. But what people like Shelley have taught me is the way we go from here is by being a productive ally, right? Being a productive ally. Shelley saw that our community was hurting, right? Shelley saw that our community was hurting. And I want to be very clear about something. Shelley is of a community who the Muslim community has not always been a friend to, right? But Shelley saw that it was her job as someone who cared about this world, as someone who cared about racism, as someone who cared about equality, to stand up and plan something. So she emailed me, right? She emailed Imam Zuhaib. She said, how can I do something to make Muslims feel empowered in a time characterized by disempowerment and disenfranchisement? And she planned this, and there are over 100 of you in this room right now. And if each one of us leave this room today ready and willing to do the same for their communities, the same for their schools, the same for their workplaces, to facilitate conversation, to empower voices that aren't always heard, to bring diverse viewpoints to a room, to a table, and ask them, speak your truth, ask your question, we will find you answers. If we empower people with the resources to ask questions and with the resources to answer them, we are stronger as a community. Because when you think about those statistics, those realities, so much of what's happening in this world is really a product of this time of fake news and alternative facts. And the only way that we can combat that is by empowering people with the information necessary to make informed decisions about what's really true, what's really authentic, what it's really like to be Muslim in America. The fact that Muslims like this exist in America would shock so many people. The reason why 1.5 million people in New Jersey voted for Trump is because maybe they don't know us. Maybe they haven't heard from us. Maybe they think we don't want them to hear from us. Because we are content with our bubble, as you said, right? But there's two things we could do, right? We can expand our bubble, or we can recognize that I would argue that we all have to burst our bubbles. Because I don't know what it's like to be a coal miner in West Virginia. You know, and I don't know what it's like to be disenfranchised economically and have my workforce be completely washed out. And I don't know what it's like to be that person and to be scared. And if I want them to have empathy for me, I have to have empathy for them and their reality and their struggle. And I have to be willing to meet them where they are, and they have to be willing to meet me where I am. Because the only way that we move forward as a people, as a society, is if we're willing to embrace those hard conversations and empower each other with information about our realities. So what I'm asking you all today to do is to think about the Muslims that you know. Ask them, how are you? Ask them, what can I do? Who have you not heard from? Can you come talk to my workplace, my school, my student's school? If you know a Muslim student, ask them. And if you're a teacher, ask them, how is the news affecting your ability to perform? Be a productive ally, right? Empower confidence, empower truth. And we say something in Islam, inshallah, right? God willing. So what I want to leave you all with today, inshallah, through that, we all will be better. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, is how you design a batting order. Thank you so much. Please stay and chat with your brand new friends if you are moved to do so, but we do need to be respectful of the library's generous time and giving of this space. Please come back next month.